Here to do a bit of a unpacking, unboxing, reveal of what's in this. So yeah, here we go. I've literally gone... Alright, so we open him up. This is just a little pouch. Alright, I chose this pouch because it just seems to fit everything. Alright, first item. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Sanitizer, okay? You can light fires with that. Everyone knows that, okay? Let's move that way a bit. Alright, I've got a couple of tea lights here. Okay? And Ranger bands. Again, you can use these for warmth, lighten the fire, extend the flame. You can also use these to get a flame going. Also handy to tie things up if you need them. Going along with the candle theme, here's another candle. Again, this is good for waxing stuff. You can wax your canvases if you've got it. A bit of heat near the fire and that'll soak in and that'll give that some sort of water resistance. Again, flame extender, heat, that sort of thing. That'll help get a fire going. I've got a little Eclipse tin here. Now in here, it's empty. The intention is here, what I'm going to do is put soaked Vaseline cotton balls in there. Alright, so that's to be used. There's this thing here. This is called a fire snake. Now what a fire snake is, this is effectively a piece of cordage. And you soak it in wax, and then you would do this, fray this end of it, like so, light it. You can do this with a ferro rod if you want. You can use a lighter, whatever. Magnifying glass will do it. And then you literally would use that as a match to extend the flame and get a fire going, and then when you want to put it out, you would just pull this. Pretty rude, does the trick, mate. Doesn't have to be fancy, it works. Okay, and then obviously I've got probably the smallest little tin of Vaseline you can find in the history of man. The idea was I was going to take cotton balls and do it myself on the go, but I'm thinking I might just pack a few. I like doing it on the go because I feel they want to work a bit better. Alright. Pretty underrated piece of kit this. It's just a piece of hacksaw blade. Obviously you can use it as a saw, but as a backup striker you can't go wrong. I always find it's just a handy bit of kit, weighs nothing, and yeah, if you do lose a striker, obviously you've got a knife, so you're probably going to be okay. It's a backup to a backup. Okay, so this is a bit of a three-foot. Alright, so what we've got here is your little O-light torch, which is enough light to on low and high to, if you are in a situation, I guess at night, and you need to light a fire and you don't have any light, there's some light in your fire kit ready to go. Next thing, that's a piece of fat wood. Okay, a mate of mine made this up for me. Now here we go, this is a clipper lighter. These are refillable. On here is some Gorilla Tape. Obviously we can use that to start a fire. We've also got paracord, which you can start a fire with, and we've got Ranger bands. So just effectively with this, you can pretty much get most fires going. Alright, that's that. I'll move this over a little bit more, I'm running out of room. Okay, so this is a thing I got a while ago. You can never have too many. I've always sort of thought that, you know, one is one. Well, it's like the Dave Canterbury thing, you know, one is none, two is three, and all that sort of crap. But this, if I can open it, I've sort of put it all together so it sticks together. But okay, so this is a flint and steel. This scraper is insane. It's actually got a burr on one edge and it really throws a really good spark. Decent ferro rod too. This is actually a pretty good ferro rod. And we get a magnesium block, plus it's on a neck lanyard. Alright, so that's that, and that all sits together quite neatly. This is just put in there for shits and giggles. This is just another really good striker. I find when I find a good striker, I like to keep them. That's just a magnesium thing that was with it. It did come with a ferro rod, but it flew out, and I believe this might have come with an Essie. Our pocket bellows, all right. So they're great to keep your fire with a bit of air in it and get it going. You know, if you're struggling with a bit of airflow, this will help immensely. Okay, now we got a little baby ferro rod from Lucas, the Outdoor Huntsman. Thank you, Lucas. This one, yeah, I've used all the time. This is my pocket version of my big thrower. So he sits in that kit. And off the Mighty Bobber site, Mato, boys and girls, you may know this. This is a pyro pack. Now inside the pyro pack, I'll do a little quick review because if you haven't seen one, you wouldn't know what's in here. So it comes in a little Cordura case. You open it, bit of Velcro holding it. Inside here, this little side bit. There's a ferro rod. Okay, ferro rod, beautiful. In here, believe it or not, is a magnesium card. So you can scrape that to create magnesium shavings to get a fire started. And then in here, you've got, it's called a cedar card. Okay, so that's pieces of cedar that have been perforated. So you can break these off into splinters, create a bit of stuff to make a fire. Kindling, I guess. That's just a survival card that I threw in the back just as a backup to have in there as a bit of an emergency thing. Also, this is probably one of the most coolest things ever. That's a ceramic striker. So you wear that around your neck, it weighs nothing, and you've always got that with you. Yeah, perfect. And that sits inside here too. And then inside there's some wax jute twine. All right, so that's a basic little fire kit all in itself. That, I believe, is pretty handy in itself. The other thing too, this little packet is actually a really good resealable bag, and you can reuse this over and over again, and also will give this some waterproof properties. So if you were to go on a drink, get rained on, you know, suffer a bad storm one night, that sort of thing, this will stay protected. All right, and then just for shits and giggles, got to have an Altoids tin, right? Okay. Ranger band, we all know the uses of these. Obviously this one's on there to not necessarily hold this shut because it's shut anyway, but just to make sure it's shut. All right, now in here I've got a little, this keeps moisture down. All right, don't ask me about these, I can't tell you anything about them. This is jute twine, these are just cotton balls. There's fat wood in here, I've got char cloth as well, and then under all that I've got a heap of shavings which I've created myself. So, you know, the fat wood's there, the shavings are here, jute twine. It looks like this is pretty much dead, which it probably is, and I've got my cotton wool there. And that just simply folds back up. Ranger band goes on that, back in kit, and good to go. So all in all, that there is, even though it says water, it's actually a fire kit. So hopefully that gives you some inspiration. It may not, I don't know. Anyway, good luck, enjoy, have fun. All right, latest.